What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Once again, VIP stacking really solid days pretty much every single day this week. We went up another 5 to 6 units yesterday alone because of these caches. So I'll kind of talk about the caches, I'll talk about the hits, and then I'll talk about some of the misses yesterday. And yeah, so let's talk about this one here. We did go 3 for 3 on this play here. Unfortunately, Lewis Dunk right here DMP'd, so he got pulled out like 30 minutes before the game started. That just happens in soccer sometimes. They're going to move these lineups around. But if this guy did play, I can almost guarantee he would have went under. This guy who plays right next to him in the formation, he plays right beside him, got 41 passes and his line was 66. Okay, so again, I checked like everyone around this guy who actually played the game. Everyone around him got between like 40 to 45 passes, so they're all going to be passing to each other right next to each other. Again, that's how soccer works. There's going to be a lot of passes to the guys who are playing right next to you, right? So if Lewis Dunk did play, he probably would have got between like 40 to 50 passes, I bet, and he would have went under. Unfortunately, he didn't play, but we'll still take the 3 out of 3 and we'll take the 4.2x right there. We did cash some Counter-Strike 2-mans. This was a longer game and I took the over. This was a shorter game, or I took the unders, and then this was a shorter game, so the unders cashed right here. Again, really quick game here, so not many kills happened, and then a longer game here, and also the lines were just way too low in this game. This person's line was 17.5. That's like super low, but we took the overs. That hit there. And then we are set up for this afternoon with League of Legends right here with Counter-Strike. I think we hit this earlier this morning, and this guy got 50 kills. This guy got 38 kills, so a longer game for sure. I think this game went into overtime, something like that. So again, if the game goes into overtime, there's going to be a lot of kills in that game. Yesterday's YouTube play unfortunately did miss, so that sucks, but it went red together, right? So I take the overs. Sometimes the overs hit together, and then I take the unders, and then the unders hit together based off of game length, right? So as you can see, I took a screenshot of how the game went. The first map was 13-8, so not a super long game, but not a super short game either, kind of middle of the road. But then the second game right here went into double overtime, you guys. As you can see, these like non-colorful numbers, these were the overtime rounds being played. So they played an additional 12 rounds in this game. So they played, what is that, a total of 36 rounds in this game. So this guy got like 24 kills in that second map, and then this guy got like 10 or 11 headshots. So they got a ton of kills because there was a ton of rounds in that game. That's how Counter-Strike works. Just to put things into perspective, the shortest a game can be in Counter-Strike is 13-0. So there's just 13 rounds being played. This game, like I said, went 36 rounds. And I've seen games go to triple, quadruple overtime, stuff like that. I've also seen games go 13-0. So it just kind of depends. I do my best to try to predict if these games are going to be long or short, who's going to win, stuff like that, how quick they're going to win. I did say Audic was the better team and they were probably going to dominate the game. They did end up going 2-0, but again, this went into, they had to go to double overtime to do it. So again, this is what we want to see, honestly. We missed this, but it's okay. Again, this is very correlated. We either take the unders or the overs, and these things are going to cash together. Same thing here with soccer. I think this game's at halftime or something like that, maybe just before halftime. Again, very correlated. As you can see, it doesn't matter if this cashes or not because the play's already dead, but this guy has 20 passes, this guy has 22 passes. Again, they're playing right next to each other, so they're going to be passing to each other or not passing to each other based on if they're possessing the ball a lot. Also, going into these sleeper plays that we hit, there was actually a pick on sale for this exact same game that I bet on yesterday in the YouTube video, this Audic versus Uno Milli game. And the overs were obviously favored because the pick was on sale. His line was like 27. He got bumped down to 22.5. So I took that, and these guys went way over, right? These are different players, but they're on these same teams that we bet on. And this guy got 45 kills. This guy got 20 headshots because, again, it went in double overtime. So everyone is going to get a ton of kills. Even though these guys are completely different players, they're on these same teams right here that win to double overtime. So they got a ton of kills. So went 1-1 on sleeper, which is great because this is like a 3x entry right here. So that's great to see. I did also want to say, like, this is a VIP play that I sent out last night, and I checked it this morning, and look at the bumps on this, you guys. I just thought this was kind of interesting, but I sent this out. I think this game's already being played right now, so you guys can't take it if you guys weren't on the VIP, but the VIP people should have tailed this. And this guy bumped down by 1.5 assists. This guy bumped up by 0.5 headshots, and this guy bumped up by a full headshot right here. And that's obviously the direction that we took them in, right? We took the under, we took the overs. So again, if this guy gets like 14 assists, actually, if you took it right at game time, you would miss it. But if you took it when I took it, which I think was last night, like 7 p.m. or something, then you got it at 15, which is a huge discrepancy. Again, I talk about it all the time, these bumps. It's like PrizePicks pretty much kneeling to you and being like, hey, you got too good a value. We're going to take this off the board, or we're going to bump it down or something like that, so no one else can get this good a value. So that's what we do a lot on the VIP. Again, these plays normally last for like a couple hours, but they do bump sometimes, right? We want to see bumps. And you're not really ever going to get this in like NBA betting, you guys, because the lines are just so sharp on the NBA, right? Think about if you got someone at 15 points and you took the under and you checked a couple hours later and now it's at 13.5 points, right? That rarely happens in the NBA, but you can find that all the time in esports. So before I get into the picks, I did want to tell you guys can get my VIP completely for free today. It'll take you like 5 minutes of your time. All you have to do is text me the word picks to my number right here. Once you do that, I will send you guys the instructions on what to do. Again, it should take like 5 minutes. You're just signing up for the app Vivid Picks using my code, which is right here, Detective. And then once you do that, deposit $5 into this app, send me a screenshot of proof that you did that, and I will get you guys 2 free months of the VIP. Again, really easy system. I'm sure you guys have signed up for apps, betting apps all the time. All it's going to take is a $5 deposit or more, and once you do that, I will get you guys 2 free months of the VIP. Again, it's going to help you guys out to get 2 months of the VIP, and then it'll also help me out because I'm affiliated with this app. Also, very briefly, I'm about to get into the picks, but we are close, right 1 unit away from 500 units, so really close to 500 units. Again, I said that we went up like 5 or 6 units yesterday. Maybe we can do it again and be up above 500 units. Our all-time high on the VIP is like 510 or something like that. So again, 500 units, very, very close to that, just barely, peeking at it right there. And again, this is over the past 9 months. The 9 months of the VIP and the YouTube plays right here. Every single pick that I've taken over the past 9 months is in this graph here. You can see there's over 2,000 bets, and we are very, very consistently profitable, as you can see. We've actually never had a losing month on the VIP on this channel. Our best month ever was in November. We went up more than 100 units. So if you're a $10 bettor, that's much more. That's like $1,000 plus. Again, if you're like a $50 unit bettor, that would be $5,000, something like that. So again, you can make a lot of money betting. You can make a lot of money on my VIP, and it'll definitely be worth it. Again, you can get it completely free just by texting me this the word picks right here to my number right here. All right, so let's get into the plays. I am going to have another Counter-Strike bet, and then I'm going to have a NBA All-Star bet, okay? And that'll be kind of interesting. I'll kind of explain why I am doing what I'm doing there. But first and foremost, this is going to be the first pick, you guys. We do have another Counter-Strike play. I'm taking the overs. Again, I just explained it for like multiple minutes right there about why Counter-Strike's so correlated. Longer game means more kills. Shorter game means less kills. These guys just played in the end of January, so I think like January 25th they played. The 2 maps that they did played both went the distance. So they both went 13-11, which is definitely a longer type match right there. That's 26 rounds in total. So again, they're playing, what is that, like 20 days later? This should be another close game, right? I'm hoping for a close game. We're all hoping for a close game. If that happens, that's going to be more rounds. More rounds equals more kills, right? Again, I've said that a lot of times. Counter-Strike is one of our bread and butter things that we do here on this channel. As you can see, a lot of these caches and stuff like that, we use Counter-Strike. This is what we did on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of the Counter-Strike picks are in here too. Counter-Strike, Valorant, Counter-Strike. Again, we do a lot of Counter-Strike because it's very, very correlated. And that's the name of the game on this channel. We do correlation, and that is going to be the best way to bet for 4-mans and 2-mans is using correlation, you guys. So yeah, lock this in on PrizePicks. Again, don't want to explain it too much. I feel like I've explained a lot of Counter-Strike today. And yeah, the second play right here is actually going to be on Sleeper, so I recommend to take this on Sleeper for a couple of reasons, okay? First reason is there is a $10 protected play, okay? So it's like someone hands you a $10 bill, and they said you can put this on anything you want, right? Again, you're obviously going to do that. You're going to take the money. You're going to bet that $10, right? So this is what I'm taking it on right here. I'm taking Cade Cunningham to go under 5.5 points, and then I'm taking Jaylen Brown to go under 6.5 points. Okay, so they're doing a little bit different thing. The All-Star Weekend, they're having like a 40-point maximum tournament type thing. You guys can look into it if you want. It's kind of confusing. But just so you know, the maximum's going to be 40 points. I think on Sleeper, all of the points projections really across the board are a little bit too high. This is pretty much saying that like Jaylen Brown's going to need like a lot of the point share. What is that? That's like that's almost like 15% or something like that of the points on his team, or it's going to come from Jaylen Brown, maybe a little bit more, like 20%. So again, I think this is too high. He's going to need 7 points to hit the over. I think that's too high. Cade Cunningham, he's going to need 6 points to hit the over. I think that's too high. So I'm taking the unders. Now, a huge reason why I'm doing this is because I'm looking at the lines on other apps. I'm looking at the lines on PrizePicks. If you go over to PrizePicks, which is 1 click away on your screen, on your phone screen, Jaylen Brown's line is at 5 and Cade Cunningham's line is at 4.5, okay? So there's obviously discrepancies here, right? He's at 5.5 on Sleeper. He's at 4.5 on PrizePicks. He is at 5 points on PrizePicks, and he's at 6.5 on Sleeper here. So big discrepancies, especially Jaylen Brown. He's at a 1.5 point discrepancy right here on Sleeper versus PrizePicks. So if you guys want to, you guys could actually take the unders on Sleeper and then take the overs on PrizePicks, and that would be what's called middle betting right there. So if Jaylen Brown ends up getting 6 points, which is honestly pretty likely, that's going to be 3 field goals, right? 3 scores, that's going to be 6 points. If he ends up getting 6 points, you would cash on PrizePicks and you would cash on Sleeper, right? Because it'd be under 6.5 and it would be over 5 points right there. So that's a little bit of a cool strategy you guys could use if you want. But again, I really like this on Sleeper. Again, you're getting a free $10. So if it misses, it's fine. We didn't lose any money. If it hits, cool. We got, $29 right there on Sleeper. So this is what I'm locking in. If you guys don't have Sleeper, I also have a link in the description. I really like Sleeper. They send out a lot of discounts like this and stuff. They also have I don't think this is actually going on anymore with the redeposit match, but this is what we did in 2024 on Sleeper. Just Sleeper's super consistent. I talk about it all the time. They've been actually sending out more promos and stuff the past couple of days, the past couple of weeks. So I'm liking Sleeper more and more pretty much every single day. So yeah, this is going to be the play for tonight's NBA action. And then this is going to be the play for some Counter-Strike picks. Again, lock in the 2 months free of the VIP just by texting me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.